Hey everyone, and welcome back to Grilling and Smoking by Micah. On today's cook, I'm going to be smoking a tri-tip. Now, I've never cooked a tri-tip, let alone smoked one, so I did some research on the internet, was at a local barbecue joint, asked the owner there how he would do one, and as I go along with the cook here, I'll explain all that to you. So let's get started. All right guys, I got the tri-tip all nice and washed off. So all I'm going to do is kind of trim it up a little bit. Try to get this little bit of fat off the best I can. There's a little bit on this side, a little bit on the other side. So there's actually a lot more on this side. So I'm just going to trim this up, and as soon as I get this done, I'll be back. All right, I got it all trimmed up now. And I'm just going to go ahead and rub this with, this is a, I always like to support hometown products. This is a barbecue place that we have in town called Roland's. And he sells his rub and his barbecue sauce. And I was actually in there this past week and asked him if he thought his rub would be good on some tri-tip. Well, of course he said yes. But he also cautioned me that, you know, don't treat a tri-tip like you would a brisket. He said if you cook it as long as you do a brisket, it'll definitely get tough on you. And all the reading I've done, that's the same thing I've read. This is the first time I've done a tri-tip. You don't normally find those around here. I was able to find this one at Sam's. Did some research online. I guess these are popular out in California, so my YouTube buddies that are from California, I'm sure are more than familiar with this kind of meat. I think it said most times it's just is grilled over an open flame, and they use red oak to grill it. Well, I don't have any red oak. I think what I'm going to be doing is smoking it with some applewood, maybe cherry. And then I'm going to just sprinkle on the rub. Get that rub good on both sides. Making sure that you get the edges here. Okay, now that I've got the rub on, I'm going to go ahead and get this wrapped up, put in the refrigerator overnight, and we're going to get this on the smoker for dinner. And I think I'm only going to need 2 to 3 hours. Again, I'm not looking to smoke it like a brisket. I'm going to smoke it till it's about a good medium rare. And pull it off the smoker and slice it up. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, this next day, you saw me get the tri-tip prep last night, got the rub on there, got it in the refrigerator. It was much warmer last night, it was about 60 degrees. It's closer to 30 degrees now, typical Arkansas weather. But we got the tri-tip out here, we got the grill heated up, so let's get started. All right guys, here's the tri-tip. I'm gonna lay it opposite the hot coals, just cook it indirect. And again, like I was saying last night, you really don't want to smoke this like it's a brisket. In other words, you don't want to put a long smoke on it. The more done it gets, the tougher it gets, unlike a brisket. So we're going to treat this more like a steak. I got some applewood here I'm going to put in for smoke. I'm going to try and keep this around 350. Just cook it kind of a little bit hotter than I would a brisket, but a little bit lower than I would on a steak, obviously. We're going to keep an eye on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to come back out here with my Maverick, put both probes on so we can keep an eye on it, and I want to cook this to about a medium rare. So I'm going to go ahead and get the lid on there, and the next time we get back out here, I'll have the Maverick and everything hooked up. See you in just a little bit. All right, it's been close to 2 hours, and The Maverick says it's up to 144. We're going to check it here with the thermopop. It's reading about 141, 142. All right, well, I've checked this in several locations, and it's reading about 145. It's 143. So I'm going to go ahead and call this done. I'm going to go ahead and take it off, get it inside, get it wrapped up, let it set for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. And then we'll get it sliced up, and I'll show you guys how it looks. See you back here in just a bit. All right, everyone. Like I said, it cooked for about 2 hours. I kept the grill up to about 300 degrees. I got it up to an internal temperature between 140 and 145. Brought it inside, wrapped it for 30 minutes. We're going to unwrap it and slice into it. All right, well, that is just pulling apart. That's really good. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this sliced up, and we'll bring you back when I'm done. All right, guys, I got it all sliced up, got it laying on a plate. Actually made a sandwich out of some, and this is what it looks like. Pretty much everything I've read about it, out in California, they treat it as steak. So I made a steak sandwich out of it. You can put barbecue sauce on it and eat it just like a brisket if you want. But I'm going to go ahead and try this steak sandwich I made. The meat is tender. It's juicy. I feel like I've got some of the sauce on me. Guys, this is probably one of the easiest cooks I've ever done as far as smoking meat. If you can find tri-tip where you are, give it a try. All I did was prep it the night before like I would do a brisket, get it on the smoker, did it about 300 for about 2 hours, so I got to an internal temperature of about 145. Wrapped it for 30 minutes to let it rest, sliced it just as thin as I could, and just gorgeous color, just perfect color. Guys, if you liked what you saw and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, G+, and obviously here on YouTube. Thank you very much for everything, and until next time, we'll see you then.